What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is Monday. We're actually, well, yeah, it is still Monday out here on the West Coast, February the 17th, 2025. I hope you guys had a blessed weekend and a fab Valentine's Day. Guys, I got a great live for you tonight. We're going to be talking about that upside down Delta plane, all right, and also some other plane mishaps. We're going to be talking about Bey and Jay threats of execution after some allegations. And guys, the NFL has turned their back on Kendrick Lamar. And then we have some other breaking news. I may even have some breaking news about Diddy. I have some about ASAP Rocky. I still can't believe him not, accepting that plea deal. In whatever other breaking news I have here, okay? So go ahead and get you something warm to drink, a relaxing chair, a bed. If you are at work, continue to do your job. And let's go ahead and watch Shay's Tube. Before we start off with this live, guys, let me ask you to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for that. Make sure y'all do that, though, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notifications. All right? All right, let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that navy blue screen right there. All right. And guys, if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a super sticker. No, it's a super sticker, super chat, or you can do a cash app to $ShayzTube, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99. That will allow you to get in, that would allow you to be able to play the games with us, to win giveaways, and, be there for special lives. All right. All right. All right, guys. So we're going to start off first thing first. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody over here in the chat. We got Jermaine up in the place to be. All right. Jermaine, don't get cussed out today in this chat, okay? All right. Like I told you on that phone, Jermaine, if you can't get your ass up on my panel, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. All right? Oh my gosh. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and start off with this live. First thing first, we're going to talk about Bey and Jay, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. Let's talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z first. All right, y'all. Let's do that. All right, let me go ahead and do this banner, you guys. That's what we're going to do. One day I'm going to do an open panel coming up soon. Yeah, that would be fun. And I have not forgotten about Grace Reed either, guys. I got 2 more things to show y'all on that, and then that's it with her. Y'all probably forgot what she was talking about. All this stuff been happening. All right, so we're going to talk about Bey and Jay first. All right, let me go ahead and mute this a little bit. Oh, I'm so tired tonight, guys. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I do this live. You going live on me tomorrow? Well, good luck with that. You're going to be another one that I tell out on a live. All right, good luck with that. All right, Beauregard, good luck with that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. He's going to be another one. He's going to be another victim of mine. Okay. All right, so I had to go back in. I'm late, guys, because I had to go back in and sign into my Google. I closed yesterday when I was doing something on my computer. I managed to have them close it up because they thought somebody was on my account. It was actually me and stuff. So yeah, they closed it. They signed me out on all devices. That's what they did. And so I had to go back in and sign back. I signed back up, but yeah, I had to sign back in and stuff. So I got it, everything squared away, but that's why I'm late. All right. Oh, let me see what this dog look like. Let's see real quick. Let me check this out real quick, you guys. I'm glad she got him. Oh, I'm glad she rescued this little doggy because them coyotes probably would have got it and tore it up. Let me just put this right here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I want to see this dog right here. Okay, I was looking at my messages on my Ring camera. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do Bay and J. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's see. So anyway, oh no, I was at the wrong thing. Hold on, let me get to it. Here it is right here. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me let it come open. So they said, hold on. So they said court documents show that Jay-Z said he and Beyonce received execution threats amid his lawsuit. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see what else. So they said Jay-Z has zero loyalty to Diddy and scrubbed Diddy from his existence post allegations, source says. They said an anonymous accuser set forth a lawsuit claiming Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs raped her in September 2000 during a VMA after party. Jay-Z, however, denied the claims, slamming the case as being frivolous, fictitious, and appalling. Nevertheless, he claimed the allegations were hurting Beyonce and their 3 children. In February 2025, the accuser dropped the case. Now, according to the U.S. Sun, Jay-Z is suing lawyer Tony Busby as Busby filed the allegations. Court documents show Jay-Z citing how outsiders threatened him and Beyonce. Social media comments online responding to Busby's public statements about me and accusations against me have caused me harm, Jay-Z stated. For example, people have said, I can't wait until you join Sean Diddy Combs in prison, then later in hell. Other comments have accused me of being a Satanist, a trafficker, a terrorist, and a monster. They call me the N-word and threaten violence against me and my wife, including to unalive or execute us. Dang. Jay-Z says he lost $20 million in contracts since the lawsuit was filed in October 2024. So what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Do y'all believe that Beyonce and Jay-Z got DEATH threats and that some people said they were going to unalive them? Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all think Jay-Z is just making this stuff up? Now, I actually believe him because, I mean, it was some crazy comments all throughout social media. And you know how some people don't like them, especially Beyonce. And as soon as they found out these allegations, then that just basically, in their mind, I believe it gave them the excuse to do what they did and to say what they said. You know, they wanted an excuse So that those grape allegations was just the excuse they needed to go ahead and threaten them and talk about them and just do the most. Okay, let's read these two comments. Somebody said you still was his bitch and you was complicit with him, so shut the f up. Okay, so again, I don't know what all Jay-Z did, if he did anything with Diddy, I don't know. But the thing is, that lawsuit was dropped. So therefore, what does that say? It says a couple of things. Either the lady was paid off, or either she was just straight up lying, or she did some lies with some truth. I don't know. It had to be one of those. Or everything was just, oh, I forgot one more. Or either she was just lying. Or I think I said that already. So it has to be one of those reasons why she decided to drop the lawsuit, the silver lawsuit. So that's tripped out, and hopefully now that everything is dropped, hopefully they won't get any more messages saying that somebody wants to execute them or anything. I don't know how fans, though, to get that wrapped up in these celebs' life, whereby they, get mad and say they want to unalive them. I never understood that. They don't know these people, and these people don't know them. So how could you have that much hate in your heart where you'll go out here and just tell a person, a celeb that you never met, you don't know personally or anything, that you would unalive him and his wife? That's crazy. So anyway, speaking of Sean Diddy Combs, his assistant said he wanted people at his disposal. He alleged that he had a predatory way of interacting with the world. Okay. So anyway, his assistant worked for him between 2019 and 2021. In that time, he helped Combs put on his wild king night parties. Instead, he saw an incredibly dark side to his boss. He said that he began to view Combs as a predator. Wow. So if he started to view Combs as a predator back then, why didn't he do anything about it? Why did he wait so long to even start talking about it? Why? Okay, let's go ahead and finish. So they said Combs' assistant Phil Pines, which I think I talked about him before, said that much of his job involved setting up Combs' wild king nights, according to Pines. These were parties that often took place in hotel rooms with guest lists of young, impressionable women. Pines believed that Combs liked holding power over people, including friends and employees. And I'm beginning to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Considering what all these people are saying. Mr. Pines said he got me. It was a circus. He did whatever he wanted, and we were just at his disposal. Anyway, Pines believed his former boss was a predator in every sense of the word. He said Combs had an uncanny ability to push people past their boundaries. And why do you guys think over here in the chat he was able to do that? I'm thinking that he was probably able to do this because of the money that he has. Okay. So Pine said he's a predator. I mean that in an actually charged way, in a manipulation way. He has an innate ability to make you feel comfortable and to make you do things for him that you would never do. Yeah, because again, I think a lot of people, if this is true, a lot of people just was looking at his money and what he can do, his power, his money, influence, all that. They probably was thinking they were going to get record contracts, all types of stuff. You'll be shocked what people will, what type of situation people will put themselves in just to get a record contract or any other deal. Not everybody, but some will. You said this story, this whole thing was ridiculous. The story never made any sense, and I agree. It just never added up. And she was naming people like the what's the name dude from Good Charlotte when they were on tour. It was just very, very, very. Um, oh, you're talking about this right here. I'm just mixing these stories up, but it was very. Remember, this lady also accused him of raping her, and then you got this stuff right here with Pines saying that all this stuff had transpired. Now with him, um, I'm getting like somebody else going into a whole nother. I'm just playing. Okay, so with him, um, I don't know if I can say his story doesn't make any sense. Maybe you're talking about the other girl, that girl. I mean, her story did not make no sense. Like I was just saying, there's just a lot of stuff that she was saying that, I just thought was kind of odd. But as far as his, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if all of this stuff did take place, why did he wait so long to speak out? I keep saying the same thing. And then he said he was coerced into extra activity. Okay. And he said he used alcohol to do it. So if the thing about it for me is if you know that this dude, your boss, is doing weird stuff, why would you even drink alcohol or anything from him if you already seen what he does, with all of this stuff to get people to do the things that he wants them to do? Why would you drink anything from him? For real. And so let me tell you, I don't know if I read this before to you guys. He said that when Sean Diddy coerced him into extra activity, he said he believed Sean did this because he wanted him to prove his loyalty to him. Okay? He said, I remember hearing the words, prove your loyalty to me, he said. He grabbed me by the shoulders, kind of gave me a quick massage, like a coach would give a player that's about to enter the game. And then he handed me a condom, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch, a guest. And then Pines said the young woman signaled her consent. He said he went forward with the act to avoid retaliations from Combs, which is crazy. And before when I told you guys the story, I told you I didn't understand why he felt like he needed to do that. He said because he didn't want no retaliation, but still, shit. Because if those girls were underage, I don't know if I could have did that. I just don't. And then they all run to go do these civil lawsuits, but nobody is pushing or was pushing anything back in a day for a criminal charges on this dude, if this is all true. This is crazy. So anyway, let's see what they're saying here. So anyway, his lawyer talked about that documentary that came on. I forgot the name of it, the one that just came on. Anyway, Sean Combs' lawyers said these documentaries are rushing to cash in on the media circus surrounding Mr. Combs. They said the producers failed to provide sufficient time or details for his representatives to address unsubstantiated claims, many from identified participants whose allegations lack context. By withholding this information, they made it possible for Mr. Combs to present facts to counter these fabricated accusations. This production is clearly intended to present a one-sided and I don't know what they mean here. A one-sided and a narrative that others did to paint a picture that this dude is bad. Okay. Then it said, as we have said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every publicity stunt or factually ridiculous claims. He has full confidence in the facts in the judicial process where the truth will prevail. The accusations against him are pure fiction. So again, his lawyers said that all these accusations are very, very false, and he did not do anything that was not willing. He did not coerce. He did not traffic, rape. He didn't do any of these things, period. And his lawyer said that he believes that Sean will come out on top at the trial. So again, I have to ask, what information does the feds have on him where they are so confident regarding this trial that they think they can, they will win. So again, I'm just wondering, what exactly do they have on those electronic devices? That's crazy. And as far as Mr. Pines, like I said before, he could be telling the truth. I don't know for sure. All I'm just wondering is, why do they take so long to, file charges or do a civil case? You would think that they would have did all this stuff a long time ago and filed charges and then do the civil case afterwards. But I don't know. This is very strange. Okay, so what do you guys think? Just tell me in the comments section. All right. And this video is over. So let's see, jayz. So anyway, jayz is making it clear he won't stand for false allegations tarnishing his legacy. He has officially filed a lawsuit against attorney Tony Busby, accusing him of civil extortion, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress after Busby represented an anonymous plaintiff who accused jayz and Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault. Anyway, this legal battle comes after the lawsuit against jayz and Combs was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. jayz asserts that Busby's actions were a calculated attack designed to cause personal and professional harm. So there you go. He just filed a lawsuit on Busby, okay, as he should if this dude is lying. You know what I'm saying? He should. Let's see what some of these people are saying. Leo said jayz is out for blood. And then Ray said, as he should. And his case is justifiable. Get him, Jay. John said the only reason both sides agreed to drop civil case with prejudice is because the two defendants settled, meaning Puff and Jay paid the girl's price to agree to squash the civil matter. Criminal charges can still be filed by the state and federal statutes, and he will have to answer to and defend against such offense. Just because a settlement was reached does not make you innocent. And just because you say he did it this way, it doesn't make it true, because you don't know. And also, I think the statute of limitation expired for that girl, okay, without any criminal charges. And then Lajay said, then why is he suing him? Never, ever, and I mean ever, ever become a juror. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Mick said, I will admit, I thought jayz was guilty of smashing a young 13-year-old, My only reason why, look at the face. Jay is about the most ugliest dude in the hip hop community, except Biz Markie, rest in peace. I have no clue how he pulled Beyonce. She is absolutely beautiful. Hove on the other hand, not so much, LOL. But I'm glad he's finally innocent when the accuser dropped the charge. God bless to the Hove's fam and friends. All right. Somebody said he is very, very ugly. I mean, I agree with you 100. He needs to do something to change his looks. The thing about it, as long as Beyonce like that dude, he does not care about what you guys think. All right. He's ugly with a lot of money and with a very nice looking woman. So he does not care what y'all people are talking about at all. And I know that on everything. That's why he's been walking around looking the same way. He has not did any plastic surgery or anything. He just did them little things in his head and that's it. So you got him a beautiful ass woman. You know, he got money, his power, um, and happiness, whatever else he has. And he does not care about what you guys are talking about. That's some of the most good. Some of these men look good and got some not so good looking women and broke as hell. So I mean, it is what it is. He does not care about y'all call him ugly. That's crazy. Anyway, what does his looks have to do with anything that he was charged? He was had those allegations for. He said somebody just took the words right out of my mouth. They said and he can still get more women than you, and that's on everything. Okay, let's see here. He said, right, sue Busby. Why would he be sue him if he said it right? Why would they sue him if it wasn't true? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it was true, what the hell am I talking about? Why would Jay-Z be trying to sue Busby if Busby was telling the truth? That's what I was trying to say. Okay? Okay. So anyway, y'all, what do y'all think about this? I'm glad that, like I said, I think that's good that Jay-Z is suing Tony Busby. That's what he gets. And I hope Jay-Z wins. I really do. The lawsuit. Okay? I don't know, some weirdo, just like you just said. All right? Okay, so let me go ahead and move on to the next story, y'all, before I be falling asleep up here for real. Just like when I get on the computer, I get tired for real. When I get off the computer, I'll be on my phone and be up to damn 3 o'clock. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to this next story. So let's go ahead and so with Jay and Bay, I think their stuff is over right now. But if I get any updated information, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know. As far as Diddy, it's like constantly information on him every single day, just about so y'all know I'm gonna keep you abreast of that situation. All right. So now we're gonna move right on to the Delta plane crash, which is crazy. Before we do that, let me just go ahead and tell you about the NFL first. We got to do that one first. Let's do that one first, okay? Yeah, they done sold Kendrick Lamar out. Let's do that one first. All right. So let's go ahead and say that and put that up there. So anyway, let me go ahead and go to this right here. Let me see what this woman look like. Why would her picture break the internet? I don't know. I mean, is this her right here? Let me see what her mugshot look like. Well, let me see. Oh, yeah, she got a nice looking mugshot. It looks better than some of these other mugshots I didn't see. Okay. I mean, everybody don't take no trip out looking mugshots if they do get incarcerated. Some people actually taking some nice mugshots. Too bad they be in jail and shit doing it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to this NFL foolishness right here. Okay. So, you know, he's still getting backlash. You know, some of the backlash is a hot ass mess, and he's getting some good comments as well. The thing about it with the NFL, they okayed Kendrick Lamar's performance, and I'm pretty sure he did a lot of rehearsing, right? So they should have been aware of the things he would say in his music, okay? And they could have talked to him and told him not to put certain things in his performance, but they didn't do that. Now, after all the pressure, now they want to go back and play sucker, up to let me find the story, you guys. See, what did I do? They want to play sucker and act like they are so sorry and all this other stuff when they knew, like I said before, when they knew what Kendrick Lamar was going to be singing. So anyway, they said NFL apologizes. They admit they regret picking Kendrick Lamar for Super Bowl 59 halftime show. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's really crazy. So they said the NFL is understood to have regrets over their selection of Kendrick Lamar as the performer for this year's Super Bowl halftime show. So as we know, Lamar headlined the break during last Sunday's game between the Eagles and the Chiefs. And of course, his halftime show was controversial. Okay. Let's see what we're going down. So anyway, I want to bypass this right here. Let's read this. So they said the league has many options for the halftime show leading up to the season's curtain closer, including the New Orleans native, but they ended up going with Lamar instead. So I'm guessing that must be Lil Wayne. All right. Anyway, I thought they said that his show did not break a long-standing record. Now they're saying that Kendrick Lamar performance broke a long-standing record as it was the most watched in Super Bowl history. And then they say, however, the NFL apologized for the decision in a letter to Lil Wayne. That's crazy. Let me just say they had 133.5 million viewers who watched Kendrick Lamar. It surpassed the 131.2 million halftime show with Michael Jackson. Do y'all believe that? Anyway, Skip Baseless, a close friend of Lil Wayne, claimed the NFL sent the hip hop mogul a written apology ahead of the game. The U.S. Sun has since confirmed this. But they said the U.S. Sun exclusively revealed that NFL bosses regretted snubbing New Orleans native Lil Wayne in favor of Grammy Award-winning star Kendrick, with sources now confirming an apology was sent over the choice, according to the publication. So they apologized to Lil Wayne. Right, they definitely knew what they were doing. Definitely, because they know what this dude was going to sing. Now let's see here. They said, according to the outlet, the league's higher ups are considering changes because they did not like the way the show was handled this year. They say we will push for change as we don't want to experience this kind of thing next season. The tension linked with Kendrick made us regret giving him the green light. I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Look at them. They knew what this dude was going to perform. And then as soon as all the negative backlash came, they want to throw their hands up at Kendrick Lamar and act like, you know, they regret all of this and blase blase. That's crazy. Let's see here. They said there were also fears over potential backlash following Kendrick's performance on Sunday, given that he doubled down on his PEDO blank blank accusations against Drake, but the Canadian has yet to react. That's crazy. That is crazy how the NFL just basically turned their back on this dude. Good and dead going well. What was so bad? They don't want everybody's trying to hide behind the Drake beef, but they also probably teed off because of the messages that his performance showed and throughout everything they did on the stage. I don't think this is stemming from his feud with Drake. I just don't, because the Super Bowl people already knew that he was going to do those songs, period. So they said the same thing I said. She said, "You're saying NFL did not know how awful he was?" Sure they did. With all the great singers, and they chose this guy who speaks a different language. Even the performance was terrible. Guest said Ebonics never was popular. Okay, then Caleb said, "You are just a racist." Okay, the thing about it is, I don't think he was really speaking on Ebonics. Okay, I think he was just speaking really, really fast and stuff. I mean, he may have been speaking a little street language, but as far as speaking where you could understand what he was saying, I don't agree with that. And like I said, a lot of times these people get in these comment sections and they be waiting for stuff like this because sometimes some of these people are racist, and then they will use this conflict to say all their racist crap. Careful said the NFL should shut the F up. Kendrick Lamar was perfect. And then Andrew said Kendrick sucked. What about you? He said, what are you talking about? The thing is, not Kendrick, but Andrew probably just does not understand the messages that he was giving out. Also, this dude probably don't even listen to rap. So if you don't listen to rap or anything else, you're not going to probably like his performance, period. You're right. And see, Jermaine speaking the truth right there. He said, man, if y'all don't wake the F up, these MFers hate black people. That's it. That's all. Some of them do. You got that right. And some of them will use black people to promote their stuff so they can make all that money. And as soon as they get that backlash or whatever the case is, they didn't want to turn their backs on you. That's what they do. And that's a damn shame. Because I say it again, I know they knew what Kendrick, at least I think they knew what Kendrick had on his set list. Okay? So, I don't know. It's crazy. And all these people talking about he sucked, they just probably don't like rap music and didn't understand the performance or anything else. Rhea said, haters literally mad for no reason. He did his thing for real. So like I said, a lot of these comments are more geared toward being racist. Oh, wow. So they definitely knew. Okay. So again, the NFL just basically, in my opinion, just turned it back on this dude, even though they knew what the set list was and they chose him. So in the comment section, you guys tell me what you think about that. All right. Now we are going to move on to these airplanes, which is crazy, man. Upside down plane, other plane mishaps is just crazy. Right. They had a lot of preparation and practice. So therefore, I just know that the NFL people heard him. It's plainly crazy. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. All right. All right, let's go to the next story before I fall asleep up here. And we're going to go to this upside down plane crash. I mean, not crash, but this plane flipped over, okay? Oh, wow. Let me go over here. I can't wait to see that. What am I doing? Okay. So let me go to the article, you guys. Oh, let me go to the actual story. I'm going to show it to y'all, too, if I can. So anyway, the first story, it was telling you about how this plane, it told you about the plane crashed, and then it just, went on from there. Let me just go ahead and do this. It says Delta flight crashed while landing at Toronto Pearson International Airport on Monday, and the plane was seen upside down on the snow-covered ground. And I'm wondering exactly what happened to get this plane turned upside down like this. Let me show y'all. That's the plane right there, if you guys can see it. Okay, so let's see here. They said at least 18 passengers were taken to the hospitals. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. We got more pictures too. Anyway, they did say none of the injuries were considered to be life-threatening. 3 people suffered critical injuries, 1 child, a man in his 60s, and a woman in her 40s. Okay. They said the child was transported to the hospital for sick children and is listed in good condition. And they said 12 people, among the others, 12 people have minor injuries. So anyway, Toronto Pearson president and CEO Deborah Flint commended the emergency response. They said there was no loss of life, and this is in due part to our heroic and trained professionals. Our first responders at the airport, Flint said during a press briefing on Monday evening. The 76 passengers and 4 crew on board Flight 4819 were evacuated following the single aircraft accident, according to Delta and the Federal Aviation Administration. Anyway, among the passengers were 22 Canadians. So this flight, you guys, originated in Minneapolis. They said our primary focus is taking care of those impacted. That's what Delta said in a statement, okay? Toronto Airport Fire Chief Todd Atkins said Monday evening that the runway was dry and there was no crosswind condition at the time of the crash. So what caused the plane to flip and catch fire? They do not know yet, but they did say an investigation is underway. So anyway, this incident happened at around 2:15 Eastern Time, Monday, okay? The Toronto airport temporarily stopped flights in the wake of the crash, with departures and arrivals resuming as of 5 p.m. Eastern Time Monday. 2 runways remain closed, which may impact operations. They said while the cause is unknown, the crash unfolded during blowing snow and strong wind gusts in the region. Winds reached 40 miles per hour on the ground and were even stronger, several hundred feet in the air. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out how that plane ended up on the side like that. Somebody said, what is going on with these airplane crashes? Let's see. Somebody said, cult members. This isn't in Canada. When the flight took off in Missouri, which last I checked is in the US, right? Concerned citizen said TDS much. And then somebody responded back to him and said TDS stands for Trump's delusional supporters. Okay. Then the realist said, this is Trump's fault. I will explain why and with facts. This is not about the plane being damaged or a bad pilot. I am a soldier for 18 years with a master's degree. My duties are as MOS 15P Aviation Operations Specialist coordinates, which I coordinate flight plans. I maximize flight logs, I maintain flight logs in plane aircraft missions in order to avoid accidents. The pilot is only in charge to flight the plane. We run the show with our expectations in education in training. Trump has fired people like me in the civilian agencies. I am a soldier. I can't be touched. When you fire people with even sometimes 25 years of experience based in the color race, cutting to give the rich a huge tax cut and try to fill your position that required an expert. Trump wants to put in those federal unqualified MAGA, no education or not, even experience. Trump violated the Constitution and must be impeached. Somebody said Donald Trump's name is written all over that tragedy. But I'm glad nobody had any serious injuries because I know that was a scary situation when that daggone plane flipped over like that. Let's see what else I got here regarding that, you guys. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that, you guys. Let's see. Hold on, let me just see if I got any more stuff on this thing. So let's see. Let me see if I can find the other thing that I was looking at with dropping that plane. So the Delta plane flipping they claim is not a pattern of plane crashes. So what happened? Hey, Tony Bands, thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see. So they said it's not a pattern of plane crashes following a string of crashes and accidents involving planes in the first month and a half of 2025. So Peter Greenberg told News Nation now that this was an isolated incident and nobody should jump to any conclusions that we have a bigger problem with air safety. So they said the Delta airline plane flipped upon arrival at Toronto's Pearson Avenue, and paramedics said 15 people were injured in the crash, and none of the injuries were life threatening. Okay, I'm gonna go look at it in a second and show it. Okay. Okay, so here are some more. Well, we already know about these other plane crashes. I'm not gonna go over it again because there's a lot. Hold on for 1 second, you guys. Let me go with some medicine on my leg. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had to put some medicine on my leg. Hold on for a second. Let me get my arm stuff real quick. Yes, I had to put some medicine on my leg. I got a mosquito bite. Yeah, we still be having mosquitoes out, which is weird, but we do. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna look at that video in 1 second, Tony. Um, I don't know. I don't know. At first, I thought maybe the plane slid on the ice or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I was able to do that. Let me see what some people are saying. Somebody said this is crazy. I would not be flying anytime soon. So we see now things have changed in aviation security since we have a new person in office getting rid of everybody. Somebody said try DEI people as a possible reason. Somebody said they must have hired their quota and not for quality experience. I don't believe that. They said, so don't even go there and blame our president. He's doing an amazing freaking job right now. Girl, shut up. Please. Why wasn't these planes, if it's DEI hires, why weren't the planes falling as much before now? I mean, they did have accidents, but not like they are having them now. I mean, it's so many. I got a bunch of them right here on my phone to tell you guys about quickly tonight. So it must be something to that. I know one thing, they said that the airports are understaffed, especially at the ATC, area. And so if he did put a halt to hiring people, listen, understaffed could play a role in these plane crashes, being understaffed, because that means you don't have enough people to work. The people who are there may be overworked, so they may not be paying attention to things as they should. I mean, it could just be numerous things going on, you know. But I don't think because they have DEI hires, because if that was the case, then these planes would have been going down a lot way before now. Somebody said, "What in the Bermuda Triangle is going on?" Okay. Somebody said it rolled like a soda can and did not explode. It's a miracle everybody survived this. I'm trying to see too. Let's see this video. Tony Band sent me. See, thank you, Tony. Let me go look at it real quick. Let me go to Instagram. See it. I think this is my Instagram right here. Damn, pictures change so quick. I think this is mine. I think it is. Let me look to my me. This damn phone right here looks different. I think I'm on the right one. This may be. Okay, let's see now. Now I can go look at it. Girl. No way. No, no, no. Go ahead and check this, y'all. Let's see. Okay, let's look at this reel. We're gonna show it. Let me see. This is crazy. Hopefully, y'all, let me turn this volume up. Holy fuck. Thank you, Tony, man. That dang on thing. How did it flip over like that? Oh my fucking God. Goodness. So I was just on this fucking plane. And it just flipped over, huh? Oh my God. Why? So I was just on this fucking plane. That's everybody getting out. It was cold too. Look at all that snow. Wow, y'all. Okay, we're gonna thank you, Tony. That is tripped out, man. Gosh. Hold on, let me stop this, you guys. Hold on for a minute. Okay. That was a trip, you guys. Dang. You know what? It was a blessing that nobody got injured, seriously injured, because that damn thing was flipped all the way over. Goodness. I mean, what could possibly cause that plane to flip over like that, for real? Let me see what else they're saying here about this plane. Let's see what he's saying. So a travel journalist says the Delta airline plane flipping in Canada on Monday is not a pattern of plane crashes following a string of crashes and accidents involving planes in the first month and half of 2025. And let me say something else too. So also in different countries, planes have been crashing. Okay, so I mean, what do you guys think about that? So Peter Greenberg, once again, I think I read this before. He said this was an isolated incident and nobody should jump to any conclusions that we have a bigger problem with air safety. Now, they did say FAA firings began weeks after the DEADLY crash near DC. So, like they said, we had those two big plane crashes. The one in the river, then um, the Mavic jet, and then we had other plane crashes. Then they said there were also multiple smaller incidents, including a runway collision in the USA and abroad. So I mean, they were having the same problem though in different countries, and I think the one that went off the runway, I can't remember where that one was at. It's so many, it's a lot. So Greenberg said the bigger issue is a chronic problem of staffing at the Federal Aviation Authority. That's crazy. Let's see what they're saying here. We're not going to read this. These are all these crazy comments. Okay, let's see what else we have right here about that. So then they start tackling Trump. They said the Trump administration began firing several hundred Federal Aviation Administration employees just hours before a horrific Delta Airlines flight crash in Toronto. Flight CRJ 900 was inbound to Ontario from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport when it skidded on the ice and flipped over. So they did skid on the ice and they flipped over. Okay. So they said amazingly only around 8 people were injured after a chilling warning. So I'm thinking that that's probably the reason why it flipped over. It slid on the ice and then flipped over. Anyway, they said the alarming accident happened just weeks after a fatal mid-air collision at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport in January, and on the same day, FAA staff had their lives upended. Anyway, workers who were on probation, they were the first ones targeted in late night emails Friday, notifying them they had been fired. And that's according to David Spiro, president of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialist Union. This is what he said in a statement. They said the impacted workers included personnel hired for FAA radar, landing, and navigational aid maintenance. One air traffic controller told the Associated Press. That's crazy. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association said in a brief statement Monday it was analyzing the effect of the reported federal employee terminations on aviation safety, the national airspace system, and our members. Other FAA employees who were fired were working on an urgent and classified early warning radar system the Air Force had announced in 2023 for Hawaii to detect incoming cruise missiles through a program that was in part funded by the Department of Defense. It's one of the many programs that the FAA's National Defense Program manages that involves radars providing longer range detection around the country's borders. That's crazy. He said the employees were fired without cause, nor based on performance or conduct. He said those emails were from an executive order, not a government. An executive order Microsoft email address, not a government email address. He said a copy of the termination email that was provided to the AP shows a sending address from the address ask underscore AHR underscore EXEC underscore orders at usfaa.mail at outlook.com. Wow. Anyway, they said these firings hit the FAA when it faces a shortfall in controllers. Federal officials have been raising concerns about an overtaxed and understaffed air traffic control system for years, especially after a series of close calls between planes at U.S. airports. Among the reasons they have cited for staffing shortages are the pay is not enough, long shifts, intensive training, and mandatory retirements. Let's see what two commenters said. Sobe said, please tell me what a plane crash in Canada has to do with FAA workers in the U.S. The FAA does not control aircraft in Canada. And then somebody else said they were flying into Minneapolis St. Paul Airport from Ontario, according to the article. Somebody said you can't put that on DEI. All of that falls squarely and completely in Trump's racist, stupid, dumb, and ignorant court of jesters. Okay. Okay, let's see. So another one said he cannot continue to blame DEI. This didn't happen under Biden's administration. And then somebody said it happened in Canada. How is that Trump's fault? Trump does not control the de-icing of runways in Canada yet. And then somebody said it departed from Minnesota and flew into Canada, bucko. Okay, but anyway, that's a hot mess. Jermaine did say it probably slid too. And that's what I saw. That's why I said that myself, but still, I'm still trying to figure out how did this still happen? They don't like put anything on the plane or anything to stop them from sliding. I guess not. It's weird. Okay, let's see what else we got here about that plane. Let's see what time it is. We got about another 15 minutes. That's going to be it, you guys, okay? Let's see if we have any more of that plane stuff. Okay, I think that's it with that plane. So anyway, again, I'm just glad everybody is not, everybody does not have like life-threatening injuries or anything, and hopefully everybody, is okay, and most of them are out of the hospital and stuff. And I'm just glad, that they're trying to figure out exactly what happened. All these plane crashes, like I said, is crazy. So then, y'all, they had another plane. They said hundreds of United Airlines passengers were forced to spend days on a remote island after the emergency flight diversion. So this is another situation with planes again. again, they all of I know they had plane crashes, you know, last year, but I'm telling you, it seems like a lot of plane mishaps are happening recently. Ever since those two happened there, with the man back, and then with the one that crashed into the river. So anyway, they said a packed United flight headed from New York or Newark to Dublin spent days stranded in snowy Newfoundland after an emergency diversion. United Flight 23 left from Newark Liberty Airport on Thursday with passengers, including America's top Catholic Cardinal, Timothy Dolan, when a passenger suffered a medical emergency. The drama unfolded about 3 hours into the trip, and the Boeing 777-200 was diverted to St. John's International Airport in Newfoundland, Canada. So United Airlines said medical personnel met the aircraft on arrival at St. John's and transported one passenger to a local hospital. While that passenger got medical treatment, the other 259 passengers and 12 crew members were stuck at the small airport in a very snowy, isolated area of Canada, and they was unable to fly due to high winds. So they said the Cardinal Dolan made the best of the situation and even held mass at a local church where he held the hospitality of the locals. They made this sound like they were on a deserted island, stranded. Anyway, they said other passengers were less relaxed and shared on social media that they were stranded at the airport and unable to access their luggage for days. Anyway, update in which United informs us we can't get access to our checked luggage because it's too windy outside, one passenger said on X. He said they could not give it to us yesterday for different reasons related to staffing and planned departure. So it's 48 hours without clothing in Newfoundland, while 20 degrees outside. Anyway, the St. John's International Airport did warn these passengers days before, letting them know that they could experience delays due to the weather. So let's go ahead and read these messages. Tired of the craziness said, I won't be flying until we get some real pilots and some real air traffic controllers. The thing about it, like I said before, a lot of people are blaming everybody. And the thing, like I said before, there were plane crashes and stuff last year, but it seems like it's more and more now. So it has to be some type of reason why all of this is happening. And we can't say DEI hires because they were already working at the airports before, and it wasn't this many like it is now. So it has to be some other reasons, why these planes are having these mishaps. Let's see what they're talking about. And then this lady said the same thing that I said. Why would they say these passengers were stranded on an island? It made it sound like they are on some type of deserted island, just stranded there until safety comes. And so I agree with Richard. This article is definitely weird because they were not stranded. I mean, they were they had like a layover, but they were not stranded the way this article is trying to say. You know what? Honestly, Jermaine, I have never seen a car flip on ice because of the snow. Okay. I mean, I have never seen cars flip on the ice. Okay. I have seen cars go to the side, turn, like, how it spins around. I've seen that. But I have never seen like a car flip on it over. Is this the first time a plane ever done this before? Because I don't know, I'm not for sure. Somebody said, what is going on? Every day something happens with airlines. And a lot of people are blaming Trump and Elon Musk, period. So it was real snowy conditions there. So, but I'm glad these people are cool. The ones who was heading from north to Dublin. I don't know why they keep on saying they spent days stranded, but they were stranded. But I don't know why they say in the title that they were on a remote island, and it's made it sound like they were there by themselves. It's plainly crazy. But I'm glad everybody is okay, so that's good. Okay, let's do other plane crash that I have. I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. So the Georgia plane crash, I don't know if I told you guys about that one. I'm not sure. I think I did. It's a small airplane crash that happened the other day, and 2 people were unalived in that plane crash. So not only do you have the big airliners crashing, you also have the small ones crashing too. And like I said before, not just here in the United States, but also in different countries. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. That's crazy. I think I already read this right here. Let me see. Yeah, I think I already read this. So they definitely are checking out all of these plane crashes and mishaps, and hopefully they can come down to why is this happening. Yeah, I think that's it with plane crashes for me. I think that is it. Let's see. So he's explaining how it landed upside down. Okay, so he's gonna explain it. Let's see. It's the bottom of the fuselage now on the top. You can also see the food truck here and the fire. I guess I can let y'all see this real quick. From the airport firehouse, putting out the fire, which looked to be primarily on the bottom of the fuselage of the airplane. That is where the fuel is. That is so critical to get that fire out quickly as you're trying to evacuate. That's why they was doing that water happening here all at once. Let me read you this so you can see some of what was going on at the very front of the airplane. You're probably familiar with this door here as we pan over. This is the R1 exit in the aviation terms. This is what you would board on coming in and out of a jetway. The door is fully open. The slide is not deployed. You don't need it because you're upside down. And you can see the folks here coming out of the airplane, which would have been completely dark and on fire. You have to imagine the terror as folks tried to get out of this very quickly. Everybody across the board, pilots, flight attendants, the control tower, the crash fire rescue crews, even the passengers did a good job. The big takeaway here, always leave your stuff behind, especially in a crash like this, because seconds count and mean lives. Extremely important. Okay. He did not explain to us why it landed upside down, but we're guessing that it probably was the ice. Okay, period. I'm just glad everybody was okay with that one. I mean, it got injured, but not no severe injuries. Not no. Let's put it like this: no life-threatening injuries. I don't even think there was any. I'm not sure, but I know there was no life-threatening illness. I mean injuries or anything. So that's a good thing. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? Hmm. Now, and let me go back to Jay-Z real quick. Now, I was just looking at another article, and it has said that the accuser to Jay-Z and Diddy rape allegations back, I believe, in 2000, right? They said that she dropped her lawsuit because of many inconsistencies. All right. So that's some breaking news. That's a trip. All right. As far as the plane thing, let's get back to you said high winds along with the icy runway, that could be, a disaster. Let's see how many planes ever did that before. I'm going to use what I'm doing, y'all. Have sleep. Let's see. On landing, right? They were landing. I only got that one right there so far. Let's see. Okay, somebody said it could also be a strong gust of wind. They said it hit the Delta Airlines plane as it touched down, causing it to tip over and a wing to tear off. And that's according to Peter Goes, a CNN aviation analyst and former National Transportation Safety Board managing director. So he said a gust of wind caused that. It hit the Delta Airlines plane as it touched down, causing it to tip over and a wing to tear off. Okay. Let's see here. Do we see any more on here? That's the only one I see. That's it. I don't know about. I don't see any more. You guys I think that may be the only one. At least that's. I don't see anything. Yeah, I think that's it. Just that one. And like I said, I'm thinking that it was the wind too in the ice combination. You would think though. I mean, I know they can't help the wind, but you would think that the runway wouldn't be as slippery because you would think they would get all of the ice and snow off of it. But it was snowing there at the same time, so it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, they just said high wind basically played a huge role in it. That's stripped out. Let's see. So that's gonna be it with everything, you guys, with the plane crashes, um, all of that. Um, all I'm gonna say though, I do think that being understaffed plays a significant role in all these plane mishaps, things like that. And hopefully we don't have any more crashes or mishaps. Because this is crazy. Also, y'all, a little breaking news before we get ready to get out of here. Then we're going to get ready to get out of here. Um, Kendrick Lamar is now the first rapper and one of just 9 artists ever to hit 100 million monthly Spotify listeners. That's that's good. Congratulations to Kendrick Lamar on that accomplishment. It's really, really nice. Let's see. And then just like that. I'll tell you guys about this tomorrow. It's too long. So they also had on the news that out in Palm Springs, they found some hidden cameras in a Palm Springs neighborhood. And I'm trying to figure out why would they have cameras out there watching people, but it could be for numerous reasons. It could be to break in people's property, to snatch somebody up. Those are the only reason why I would think somebody would have hidden surveillance cameras around the neighborhood, period. That's crazy. These people are getting crazier and crazier. Oh, and ASAP Rocky, you guys. First of all, first thing first, I'll tell you about what happened in the courtroom tomorrow, but I will tell you this. He definitely is facing up to 24 years in prison. And for the life of me, I do not understand why he did not take a plea deal. Goodness. So tomorrow, I will tell you guys about this explosive courtroom situation, as well as some more information about him. All right? Other than that, y'all, I am tired as heck. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to show support to the channel, you can do a Cash App to $jayz2, Super Sticker, Super Chat, or a $4.99 membership. All right? Other than that, y'all, we are getting ready to get out of here. Thank you to Jermaine, Tony Vans. Y'all, the only 2K me, I believe, in this chat. Nightbot always doing his job. Good night, everybody. And thank you for being here. And here's Nightbot. All right, guys. And thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. You guys have a good night and happy and blessed Tuesday. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out. Y'all don't forget to check out my shorts and my idolatry hauls and my Country Wayne reaction videos. All right? All right. Y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all later. Happy and blessed Tuesday. Let's go and take all this stuff down real quick. Y'all know how I do this. Thank you to Jermaine for this gorgeous ass what do you call this? The thing in the back picture. I can't even think now. I'm tired. All right. Thank you guys so much. Good night. And keep in mind, guys, I may do a live tomorrow, like at 12 p.m. in the afternoon before I go to work. So if you are free, make sure you check me out then, okay? Thank you.